So, let's talk about group projects. Well, no, I'll talk about group projects, not you. Honestly, they're either one of the best experience you have as a student, or a giant failure of a project and all your time, or just a failed project. Let me explain. The first kind of groups are good. These kids are all hardworking and have friends in small groups. They all make their parts and collaborate, and which basically gives a pretty good project because everyone knows each other and everyone likes each other. The second kind of groups are the ones where you have a lot of fun, but the final project is absolute garbage. These are made with big groups of friends that don't take anything seriously. The whole period just don't do any work and you have nothing at the end of it all. And the third kind of group is the one that I get placed in the most, where everyone else has already chosen their groups, and you know 1 in 4 kids are looking at each other like, crap, that's my partner. Then you group up with people you barely know and no one knows how to collaborate. I've gotten quite a few circumstances with number 3, and let me tell you, there is nothing more heavy-hearted than seeing that you're the last person in the class and not have a partner. It is truly soul-crushing. But usually, I get partnered with a good group where we can cooperate, share ideas, and settle on something pretty good. It's only rare for me to have a group that doesn't do any work at all. I think it has something to do with the fact that I don't have many best friends in my classes, but who knows, maybe my groups of friends are just really quiet. But something even worse than being forced to pair up with people that you barely know is having the teacher pick our groups without us having any sort of power. Because the teacher wants us not to do our project with our friends, she purposely pairs everyone with someone that they hate working with. Their thought processes: oh yeah, you need to work with people outside your comfort zone. That way you'll have practice when you work with others when you're older. This logic is understandable for a teacher who wants the student to try new things and good marks, but really? First off, at an office or something, you're probably going to be friends with most of your colleagues because you do the same job and you have very similar personalities. The only time where you would be forced to work with someone that you don't like would be at a part-time job. But you only work at the part-time job for 1 to 2 years, and you don't get much respect anyway, so. Second of all, how would putting kids in uncomfortable situations help us with social skills? I don't think that's how it works. All it does is make kids feel uncomfortable and possibly hate someone that they just felt neutral about even more. Here's a story this year actually. I experienced one of the most frustrating group projects in a while. So in French class, we had to write a crime script and record our team reading it. Simple enough, I have good ideas, so do my partners, and I have a good understanding of how Audacity works. It's gonna be fine. And even though I had a good team, I made the mistake to be with, let's make up a fake name, Rick. Rick is a good friend of mine, but I know that he isn't known to work in groups very well. The first time we met to do the project, we split up the work into 5 parts everybody had to do. Everyone got one decently sized part of the project, with me getting the biggest chunk of the writing, but whatever. The night where everyone started writing on our Google Docs, everyone was working well, and we got most of our work done, but me and our team noticed that Rick wasn't on the document and wasn't working. So our group was sort of fed up, but we were just like, it's fine, we'll just do it for him, you know? Then halfway through writing it, he comes on. Ah, perfect. He can keep working on what we started. We wait there for a bit for him to do something. Then he just logs off. What? Why? He clearly knows that he has work to do. What's he doing? So the next day I went to his locker and asked, why didn't you do your part yesterday? And this is what he said.
Well, it looked like you guys were doing it for me, so I thought I didn't really need to do anything.
What? Rick, you need to do your work. If you get on to see people who've started it, you should be like,
Oh, thanks for giving me a jump start, guys.
not.
Oh yeah, they got me covered.
But it was fine. We got it finished, and it was pretty good. But when we were about to hand in our project to our French teacher, she was like, where's the rough draft? So because we forgot the freaking draft, we had to write one down by hand and purposely make tons of mistakes. And honestly, that was really hard. I'm a grammar Nazi, so we split it up into the parts that we wrote on the computer. That night, I DM'd Rick saying, are you done?
I just started doing my pages, bro.
At 9:45 at night. The procrastination award goes to... Next day, I went up to him in French to see if he did the work, and he told me that he left it at home. Really, Rick? Really? But this is what was going to put me over the edge. The next day before school starts, I bike to school, so that's why I'm at school early. We decided to look around in Rick's locker. And can you guess what I found? I found the finished draft in his locker. Not at home, not where he told us, but in his locker. He didn't leave it home, he left in his locker and didn't care enough to go get it. At this point, I'm so angry at him that I had to watch him work that period, because everyone else was done their part. Rick would get so easily distracted that if I took my eyes off him for even a second, he would be somewhere else in the class. We got it finished, and it was pretty good, I guess, and now it's time to record. Yay! In French, we plopped all our recording stuff on the floor and started. She wanted us to make a recording with music and sound effects, which I can see why. When we were about done trimming our audio, our teacher comes out and says, "Alright class, 10 minutes left." Oh god. So now we don't have any time, and me being the only one with a basic understanding of how Audacity works, I had to take the files home and finish it in my super busy schedule of playing video games, watching YouTube, and procrastinating. I am done this video. That feels so good to say. Like, I've been working on this thing since May. Like, I know, like, it's just 'cause I'm lazy, but just, dang, I spent so much time on this. Alright, so I have a list of things to mention here. So, one thing that I forgot to say is that when I went into Rick's locker to see what's inside, the reason why I could get in is because he never had a lock for like half the school year. So, just in case, you know. Also, in the middle of the video, the shading, well, not the middle, but like at the very beginning, the shading changed because I didn't know that you're supposed to either use like a mahogany or a like navy blue. I thought you could just use black to shade. But another thing is my friend Jordan, who has his own YouTube channel called The Skill Squad. He actually voiced the character of Rick. You probably read it in the title. You can check out his stuff. He actually makes pretty interesting videos. Once you get past the first clickbait and his thumbnails, like, dude, just calm down. You're just reading Q&As. Alright, oh yeah, I also have a Twitter, in case anyone wants to follow me. I mean, you don't need to, it's just mentioning it. And possibly the biggest thing, I don't know why I put it at the end though, is I now have a Blue Yeti. Yes. I'm gonna take down my channel trailer, because then that would be outdated. Yeah. I got it for my birthday in, like, late July. Silver. It's pretty good, I would have to say. I don't know, I tried it out, and I mean, I'm gonna switch over to it, like, in a few seconds. And I don't have a pop filter, and I'm recording this in my room without any, like, you know, echo cancellation. So yeah, here's what it sounds like. Alright, so this is the audio quality that you're gonna get from my new Blue Yeti. So again, there's no pop filter on right now, so maybe my popsicle sounds aren't gonna sound as nice. But and there's also this like grinding noise from my computer. It does that all the time. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This has been quite a fun but very repetitive video to make. If you want to see more, if you want to give me ideas for future videos, tell me in the comments. And thanks. Bye.